I'm Evie Schultz.
And I'm Haley Ross. Welcome to the Butler Beat.
A timely warning about a rape on campus sent out by BUPD on Sunday serves as a reminder for students to look out for themselves and each other. In the email, students are encouraged to remember Butler's community of care. Students are also reminded to always seek enthusiastic consent and define their own limits. Butler's victim advocate Sarah Barnes-Diaz says education is one of the most important parts of preventing sexual assault.
The more support we have for survivors on campus, the clearer we are about where to go when you've been assaulted, about the options that a student has. The more we talk about those things, I hope, the more likely a student would be to report, and the more students understand that there's a network of support for them.
If you have been the victim of sexual assault, you can file a police report with BUPD. You are also encouraged to reach out to Sarah, who can be reached 24/7 at 317-910-5572. And if you suspect or know a friend is a victim, you are also encouraged to seek professional help.
There may be 4,100 undergraduate students at Butler, but only 100 are nominated as Butler's Outstanding Student. A banquet was held this past Friday for those who show campus leadership, community involvement, and strong academic performance. The most outstanding male and female students were announced at this banquet. This year's honorees were current SJ President Chad Pingle and SJ President-elect Caitlin Susley.
Quite honestly, I couldn't imagine a better way to finish up my junior year, to be at the banquet that night and to just look around and see some of the strongest leaders on Butler's campus all in one place. It was just an unforgettable feeling and memory that I will cherish for the rest of my life.
Pingle says the support he has received so far has been overwhelming. This is the 54th year that the Office of Alumni and Parent Programs has hosted this program and banquet. Our congratulations go out to all the students who were named the Top 100.
Even the top 100 have finals looming right around the corner. Stress Less Week is giving students the chance to relax. Peers Advocating Wellness for Students, or PAWS, and several other campus departments are busy helping put on a variety of free events. PAWS member Katie Koshnick says she enjoys seeing her peers unwind and find balance during this busy time of the semester.
Stress Less Week is for people to have a more relaxed feeling before the stress of finals, and I love just being able to see people change their attitudes from kind of the stress to the smile right before the storm hits.
De-Stress with Doggies will be in the HRC living room this Thursday afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. Follow @ButlerHRC on Twitter for stress relief reminders throughout the week.
Although finals are next week, students are already starting to hit the books. The library and Starbucks are already filled with students trying to get a head start on studying. Butler offers various events like Stress Last Week, Flip the Script, and Exam Jam to help make finals less daunting. Many students may participate in these events, however, others have different ways to deal with all the stress.
With friends, try to keep me sane.
Just kind of put my phone away just so I don't have distractions. And
make time to be active every day. That definitely keeps me less stressed.
Finals week starts on Wednesday, April 29th and ends on Tuesday, March 5th.
If you are tired of studying for finals, be sure to check out some cool student artwork. Brianna Manley reports.
Butler students and staff are welcome to the Riley Room to enjoy the Art Now exhibition. This show features work from Art Plus Design majors, minors, and even non-majors. Beginning today at 5 p.m., old and new faces have strolled their way through the student gallery.
I've been in the past and it was really cool, so I was like, we're going to go back. Why not?
I had never been to Art Now, and then I just decided to come with my friend and take a study break and just check out some of the really cool things that a bunch of people have worked really hard on.
Spectators can even collect art pieces for themselves. Some artwork may be free, while others could be upwards of $200. Assistant Professor of Art Steve Nictus says no matter the price, art is for everyone.
And so I think about art as being part of the community as a way to engage and create discussion, to constantly prompt new interactions and new experiences for people.
Merchandise available for purchase include jewelry, greeting cards, pottery, interactive art, and more. All proceeds go directly towards the student artists. Senior Catherine Reed began to create custom jewelry at the beginning of the semester and has since then created some extra pocket change.
I've seen a lot of success. I created an Instagram account and all my friends are buying from me now. I have friends that are out of state and I'm shipping stuff to them, and now there's a boutique in Broad Ripple that is selling my stuff. So it came out of nowhere, but it's going really well actually.
In the Riley Room checking out the Art Now Showcase. The show continues tonight until 7, or students can stop by on Wednesday and Thursday between 9 to 5. Admission is free. For the Butler Beat, I'm Brianna Manley.
The Butler Collegian is making many changes in the coming year, including a new editor-in-chief. Morgan Legal reports.
Today, April 22nd, the Butler Collegian named a new editor-in-chief. Upcoming junior Matthew Van Tryon will be taking the reins for the 2015-2016 semester. On April 15th, Van Tryon presented his platform for editor-in-chief to the entire staff of the Collegian. In his platform, he emphasized the importance of multimedia and online presence for the paper.
Whether we like it or not, the odds that print newspapers are going to be around in, 5, 10, 15 years, it doesn't look like that's happening.
Van Tryon also mentioned what he would like to add to the print copies to make them much more valuable now.
As far as the written content, I'd like to do some what are called long form type stories. That's much more in-depth stories.
Julian Wiley, former editor-in-chief, says he feels confident leaving the reins in Van Tryon's hands.
Really excited for Matthew and what he's going to be able to do with the paper next year.
For the Butler Beat, I'm Morgan Legal.
It may seem far too early to begin thinking about football, but the Butler Bulldogs just held their annual spring game, and 2 quarterbacks are still competing for the starting job for a second straight summer. Matt Schiltz beat out Malcolm Weaver for the starting job last season before missing the last 5 games with a wrist injury. Schiltz says he is once again using some friendly motivation to earn the job.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. Anytime you can go out and compete to get a starting spot is a great opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to that opportunity moving forward. I know at the end of the day, the coaching staff's going to play whoever is going to give the team the best chance to win. And Malcolm and I are great friends, and we really compete on a daily basis, and it's really healthy competition, and we kind of push each other.
Schiltz threw for 10 touchdowns in 6 starts last fall, and Weaver threw for 5. The Bulldogs opened the season on September 5th at Indiana State, and the home opener is September 12th against Franklin College.
If you currently have a bike on campus but aren't planning on bringing it home for the summer, BUPD has your solution. Kelsey Ralph reports.
The school year is quickly coming to a close, and Butler students will soon be packing up and going home for the summer. On Sunday, June 7th, the Butler University Police Department will begin its annual collection of abandoned bikes on campus.
A bike, unlike a car, is not required to be registered in the state. So with your car, it's easy to find out who owns that car. But a bicycle, since no one has to register it, I have no idea as to who owns that blue Schwinn out there. And so it just becomes a matter of, if no one claims it, then we take it.
Students planning to leave their bikes on campus-controlled property for the duration of the summer should notify BUPD in the coming weeks prior to June 7th. Each bicycle will be registered through the police department, and the owners will be given a zip tie to place on the handlebars. These bikes will not be collected or considered abandoned property. However, not all students are on board with registering their bikes.
I have a bike on campus, but I don't think that registering it with BUPD is really going to do anything, because I know they're not going to patrol my bike, and if it gets stolen, it's stolen and gone. That's just it.
After June 7th, officers will collect abandoned bikes that have not been registered and zip-tied and hold them for a period of time before donating them to a good cause.
We hold them for 30 days, and then after that they go to a not-for-profit, which is Freewheeling Bikes down at 34th and Central, and they have a great program. They'll work with kids to take the bikes and fix them up.
BUPD officers will register any bicycle, and the service is free of charge and available 24/7. For the Butler Beat, I'm Kelsey Ralph.
With just under 18 days till graduation, seniors are making plans on what to do after Butler. Whitney Simmons caught up with a few seniors to figure out their plans for the future.
For some seniors, plans for after graduation are still up in the air.
Well, basically, I want to find a job. I'm hoping that something comes up.
I don't have any plans yet, but I have interviews tomorrow and then in a few days. So hopefully in the next week or so, or 2 weeks, I'll have for sure a plan about what I'm going to do after graduation.
Find a job where the employer will sponsor me so I can remain in this country.
While others have an idea of what they want to do.
And then starting in September, I
I accepted a position at Oslo Repertory Theater as the company management apprentice for a year. Those who are still looking, the Internship and Career Service Office offers services to help in the search.
Our services are free to alumni for life. So whether you graduate this May and want to come back in June and talk with us, or come back in June of 2025, we're always here and our services are free.
Some words of advice that seniors have for the underclassmen are to start planning ahead.
Get on the job hunt early.
If you specifically know what you want to do, start making connections, start reaching out. Definitely just kind of network and see what your options are.
Get as much experience as you can. Keep in contact with all of those employers because they will soon be references and they'll really help you get a job. For the Butler Beat, I'm Whitney Simmons.
While many off-campus recruiters come to Butler to help students find jobs, one local group of the United States Marine Corps is focused on finding promising young leaders. The Marines often set up different programs at the HRC, where they focus on recruiting students for their officer candidate and platoon leader courses. Senior Jack Murphy will sign his contract with the Marines after graduation, and he says that it was another calling that drew him to the military.
The biggest motivation to get me to do it was just service to my country. I've had, past family members in the service, and it's really just something near and dear to my heart that I've always wanted to do.
After graduating Officer Candidate School last summer, Murphy will commission this summer as a second lieutenant. To find out more on how to get involved here in Indianapolis, visit the link below. That wraps up this semester's Butler Beat. I'm Haley Ross.
And I'm Evie Schultz. Have a great summer, Bulldogs. We'll see you next year.